Hi, today we're going to be talking about what SAP is, why it's so important, and what's in it for you if you are or want to be an SAP developer or SAP consultant. First thing first, system, application, and products for data processing. That's what SAP is, system, applications, and products for data processing. That's the name of the company. But what is that? So SAP makes enterprise softwares that other companies use to run their day-to-day business. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple, even they use SAP system to run their businesses. So what's exactly these enterprise softwares are? Imagine that you are a big company and you manufacture stuff and then you sell these things. To do that, you need a lot of different kinds of softwares to manage your business. You need inventory management to maintain your inventory somewhere, to purchase stuff and then keep them within your system. You need financial accounting system because you'll be selling stuff, so everything needs to go into an accounting system. You need, because you are manufacturing, so it means you have a plant of some kind, so you need a plant maintenance system, a system that actually keeps track of your plant's health, its maintenance statuses, and everything you need to do, everything as far as the engineering is concerned for your plant. The engineers who would be doing actual plant maintenance, they need a system to manage all that. You need a production planning system where you'll be managing whole production plans and everything. You need a sales and distribution system because you are selling stuff, so you need a distribution system where it would be managed, the deliveries and shipments and everything will be managed into a software system so that things can be tracked. So these are all enterprise softwares or enterprise systems. And if you go and check that online, there are individual expert companies doing these softwares. Some are doing production planning, some are doing plant maintenance systems, some are doing financial accounting systems, some are doing sales and distribution system, individual companies. What SAP specializes is they have one enterprise management, enterprise resource planning system, ERP they call it. It does everything in one code base. So everything resides in one place, integrated. So from your inventory management system to your sales and distribution system, and from your production planning system to your financial accounting system and your human resources system, everything is in one code base. So you don't have to go anywhere else to find a problem. So anything bad happens, if you need a report of some sort, if you have a problem of some kind, you can go into an SAP system and get a report out of it in an integrated way so that you can exactly pinpoint where the problem is. So that is where SAP is so good. And that is the exact reason companies like Microsoft, Google, and I keep repeating myself, and Apple, they use SAP to run their day-to-day business. And that is a big deal. And the other thing is, SAP doesn't hardly have any competitors in market. So they are pretty much alone in the field. There are some competitors, of course, I'm not going to name them right here, but there are some competitors here, like so they do make these softwares, but they are not as big as SAP, and they are not as trusted as SAP. If you go check the listing of Fortune 500 companies, you would know that how many big companies are running SAP. So that's why SAP is so important. As we already said, that SAP is huge and it works fine for companies 80 to 90% of the time. Sometimes these companies need some kind of tweaks, enhancements, modifications, or a custom application to run hand in hand with SAP application so that they can run their business smoothly. So these 10 to 20% of the time, they need people who can understand SAP system, who knows SAP, who know these people, developers or consultants, they know SAP system well enough to actually design and develop enhancements, modifications, sometimes totally custom applications that can be run on top of SAP system or with SAP system, so these big companies can keep running SAP and keep using SAP smoothly within their landscape. So for these 10 to 20% times, which is still a huge number, because SAP is a huge software and they run a huge number of scenarios. So that 10 to 20% number is still a big number, and they need special talented developers and consultants who can come study their system and design and develop these custom applications or enhancements or modification, as they call in SAP system. For that, if you are talented enough and if you know SAP system enough, you can be an important person for these organizations, and that's why you can earn big money as well. So what we would be doing here in this channel specifically is we'll be sharing a lot of videos with the tools, tips and tricks and step-by-step tutorials so that you guys can learn SAP development from scratch. That is the whole idea. From grounds up, we would be sharing, I would be sharing personally all these tutorials, basic stuff in SAP that can help you understand about not only just about SAP and how do you learn the basic of SAP development and then build your knowledge stack on top of that to really become an SAP developer. So that's my goal, and I will be continuously sharing these videos, tools, tips and tricks. So if you wanted to learn SAP technology, if you want to become an SAP consultant, just hit subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in next videos. Thank you. Have a good one.